Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. I'm Professor Stephen Langford. I'm head of the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences here at UTS. Graduations are one of the university's most important events, and we're very much delighted to have ceremonies resume in 2022. I would now like to introduce you to the people who are here on stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Emeritus Professor Bruce Milthorpe, who is presiding over this ceremony. The Emeritus Professor is joined today by Distinguished Professor Brian Oliver, Associate Head of School Research for the School of Life Sciences, and Brian will be our occasional speaker today. Professor James Warman is the Dean of the Faculty of Science, who will be presenting graduates today. Other people seated on stage are professors, academics, and professional staff from the faculties and institutes who have played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. It now gives me pleasure to invite Emeritus Professor Bruce Milthorpe to formally open proceedings.
In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, before we begin proceedings, and on behalf of all those present, I would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It is upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. Similarly, I would like to pay respects to the elders, both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral of awards upon graduates from the Faculty of Science and the Faculty of Health. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support which they have received from family and friends, many of whom are here today. We warmly welcome you, and together we celebrate the achievements of the graduates. Completing a degree is a significant achievement in anyone's life, and we should never underestimate the sacrifices made and the hard work undertaken that has led you to today. We will celebrate with each graduate as they cross the stage, but perhaps we could commence our celebrations by congratulating our graduates. Congratulations. On behalf of the university, I would particularly like to express our appreciation for the patience of all of today's graduates, families and friends in waiting out the pandemic to attend this special milestone event. It has been a difficult 2 years for people in all corners of the globe, and today we acknowledge the impact on our UTS community and celebrate our resilience. We're delighted that you are here today, and we hope it will be a memorable occasion for you all. Graduation is as important to family and friends as it is to graduates, and indeed the university. So on behalf of all of us at UTS, and in concert with our graduates, I would like to say thank you to the family members and friends who are joining us today for all of your support during the learning journeys of these graduates. Graduates, please can you let them know how much we appreciate their support. I wish to say a couple of things to our graduates. Graduation is a turning point in your life, and today you have graduated from a world-leading University of Technology and Australia's #1 young university. At UTS you gained much knowledge, learnt many new skills, realised how to communicate your ideas, and discovered how to work effectively with others. For some of you, that occurred in an international context. But for all of you here today, Graduating from UTS marks your emergence as a global citizen. You will be held in high esteem thanks to the high-quality education you have received with us here at UTS. Please remember that with pride. Life beyond UTS will bring you both opportunities and challenges. You will encounter many such opportunities as you start or continue your careers, and you may well enjoy exciting prospects across the world as borders open again. More importantly, you will have opportunities to influence lives and the quality of those lives across the globe. Equally, the challenges that you face after graduation have never been greater. Scrutiny and expectation from society is high and will only increase over time. So I would like to leave you with two guiding principles. The first of these is to use your knowledge and skills for the very best interests of humanity, including for future generations. Because the future depends on all of us using our talents for the benefit of the world and its communities in which we live our lives, your contribution will ensure a more prosperous, inclusive and sustainable society for people everywhere. I ask you, as a UTS graduate, to ensure that you leave the world in a better state through your efforts and contribution. And the second thing that I would ask is that you always remember throughout your career to maintain the highest professional and personal integrity. I have no doubt you will face, as all of us do, many ethical dilemmas and challenges, personally and professionally. I ask you all, as UTS graduates, to remember to maintain your professional pride, because this is essential if your integrity and the worth of your UTS education is to be maintained. In large part, you have the efforts and ethics of the many UTS graduates who came before you to thank for the university's reputation. Likewise, you share that obligation to maintain this reputation for the UTS students of today and the graduates of tomorrow. Please keep in mind these guiding principles at all times and make yourselves, your families, and your university proud of you. Finally, I want you to continue to enjoy the benefits of an ongoing relationship with UTS as your university. Stay connected with this world-class institution and stay curious. This will not be the end of your learning journey, and we look forward to you continuing your journey with us in the years ahead. In the meantime, know that today you join a group of over 245,000 UTS alumni around the world in various professions. Your alumni office will be your lifelong connection to UTS, no matter where your careers and lives take you. On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate all of our UTS graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified. Congratulations, UTS graduates. I now invite Professor James Wallman, Dean of the Faculty of Science, to present graduates.
Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, I invite graduates in all faculties to stand. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the faculty boards in Science and Health as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the board and has conferred these awards upon them. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, I now present those graduates from the Faculty of Science who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified. Graduates, please be seated. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, research is a defining characteristic of a university. Graduating a fully equipped independent researcher requires nurturing, training, and encouragement. Today, we celebrate the achievements of our Faculty of Science research graduates and express our gratitude to their family, friends, supervisors, and the community who recognise the importance of research education and the acquisition of knowledge. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I present to you graduates from the Faculty of Science receiving doctoral research degrees. The following students have graduated with the Doctor of Philosophy. Hui Shi Leong, for a thesis entitled Cytotoxicity and Metabolic Study of New Psychoactive Substances, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Shanlin Fu and Co-Supervisor Professor Paul Whitting. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I present to you Dr. Hui Shi Leong. Ahmad Yusri bin Mod Yusop, for a thesis entitled A Forensic Investigation into the Presence of Phosphodiesterase 5 Inhibitors as Adulterants in Herbal Remedies, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Shanlin Fu and Co-Supervisor Linda Zhao. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I present to you Dr. Ahmed Yusri bin Mod Yusop. Alexandra Summerall, for a thesis entitled A Wildlife Forensic Genetic Toolbox to Combat the Illegal Trade of the Short-Beaked Echidna, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Associate Professor Dennis McNevin, Co-Supervisor Dr. Greta Frankham, and External Supervisor Dr. Rebecca Johnson. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I present to you Dr. Alexandra Summerall. Sarah Jean Marie Thomas Broom, for a thesis entitled Targeting Neuroinflammation in Parkinson's Disease, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Associate Professor Alessandro Castorina and Co-Supervisor Professor Hui Chen. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I present to you Dr. Sarah Jean Marie Thomas Broom. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, we will now present to you our coursework graduates from the Faculties of Science and Health receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with a Master of Science Honours in Medical Biotechnology with Second Class Honours Division 1, Natalia Smetanka. Master of Forensic Science, Bachelor of Forensic Science, Yue Lam Ho. Master of Forensic Science, Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry, Jimmy Jiaming Lee. Master of Medical Biotechnology, Lok Yan Elizabeth Siu. Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Daniel Leong. Kapil Samir Kumar Modi. Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Mitch Angeline. Master of Science in Mathematical and Statistical Modeling, Tony Horvath. Master of Philosophy in Medical Biotechnology, Ruchika Vinod Joshi. Rashad Mohammed Mahbub. Master of Science in Medical Biotechnology, Clara Lisner. Sharmila Mahajan. Asmita Notyal. Yashvi Nilay Kumar Parekh. Bandana Shrestha. Manisha Ulak Shrestha. Bachelor of Biotechnology Honours with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Biotechnology, Dylan Pinar. Bachelor of Biotechnology Honours with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Angus Rolfe Ritchie. Bachelor of Science Honours in Biomedical Science with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Caitlin Wonyu Ko. Bachelor of Science Honours in Applied Chemistry with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry, Alexander Voivodits. Bachelor of Forensic Science Honours in Applied Chemistry with First Class Honours, Clement Taouk. Bachelor of Science Honours in Applied Chemistry with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Forensic Science in Applied Chemistry, Leonardo Provenzano. Bachelor of Science Honours in Applied Chemistry with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry, Angelica Katifis. Bachelor of Biotechnology, Bachelor of Business with distinction, Jasmine Fo. Bachelor of Biotechnology, Bachelor of Business with credit, Sandra John L.E. Dowedros. Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Bachelor of Business with distinction, Feng Tien Tia Bui. Thomas Owen Steele. Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Bachelor of Business with credit, Adam Peter Walton. Jia Li Yuan. Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Joshua Brett. Connor Leishman. Anthony Pereira. Olivia Pieternacci. Ayman Zabib. Bachelor of Biotechnology, Dana Ruth Lyons. Kil An Do. Aiden Zabib. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Tain V. Mai. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Bachelor of Business with credit, Monique Elisa Telfer. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Bachelor of Business, Kathy Fung Ngok Nguyen. Mariam Tufan. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Anthony Chow. Mariam Wasfi Tawufik Faraj. Anna Lee. Shane Biat. Monica K. Patil. Alicia Pierleg. Hishila Shrestha. Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Oskana Ahmadzai. Selin Akhtim. Annabelle Wei Lin Ang. Tanya Anthony. Sania Aslam. Krista Lynn Dabuk Barnag. Vanessa Chan. James Russell Gunn. Carl Hinton. Mayuri Indra Kumar. Luis Verbernoso Jezuro Obo. Hafsa Khan. Ziki Leung. Ruchika Mitta. George Naish. Colin Nguyen. Daniel Neil Pankhurst. Annabelle Sidgreaves. Bao Ngok Chan. Iknur Zaman. Bachelor of Mathematics and Computing, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Marco Tran Tek Fu. Janika Masankei. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Alexander Chikitelli. Sarkis Gadas. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Richard Mack. Bachelor of Mathematics and Computing, Rainier Jonah Rekeho. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Eleanor Mante. Bachelor of Science in Nanotechnology, Chia Tien Breen Chen. James Michael Griffin. Anthony Louis. Joshua James Wilson. Bachelor of Advanced Science in Pre-Medicine, Simone Yu. Bachelor of Forensic Biology in Biomedical Science, Bianca Crowder. Elliot Blake Ralph. Bachelor of Forensic Science, Keyshawn Gerard Anton. Thea Sabrina Bodijono. Jacqueline Bonner. Annalisa Chown. Alexander Joshua Dixon. Matthew Vince Giannini. Huda Halane. Lila Isabella Hine. Zoe Louise Jeffries. Leo Carho Mak. Poppy May. Vivian Nguyen. Joo Mi Park. Kelsey Reardon. Emma Elizabeth Shelley. Eushawn Tan. Kira Wade. Bachelor of Forensic Science, Diploma in Innovation, Alice Zhang. Bachelor of Forensic Science in Applied Chemistry, Ashlyn Mary McHugh. Nathan Nath. Bachelor of Health Science in Traditional Chinese Medicine, Jenny Hyunji Park. Bachelor of Marine Biology, Laura Marie Lamotta. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Biology, Rachel Claire Fulton. Bachelor of Medical Science, Bronte Cross. Bachelor of Science, Anson Yue-Xing Chun. Adrian Hu. Malvin Jen. Bachelor of Science in Analytics, Rizvi Kaiser Ali. Christopher Deeb. Dominic Michael Sewell. Dylan Waterson. Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry, Edward Sidney Baldock. Jeffrey Breen. Bachelor of Science in Chemical Science, Diploma in Languages, Adam Y. Hong Liu. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Winston Henko. Cora Leanne Hinckley. Thomas Joseph Miller. Vincent. Bachelor of Science in Applied Physics, Chris Permatukon. Bachelor of Nursing with Distinction, Alexandra Teresa Kutsnicki. Bachelor of Science in Applied Physics, Tsui Kang Simba Nguyen.
Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, this concludes the presentation of graduates. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, before I introduce the occasional speaker, may I add my personal congratulations to all of our new graduates. Congratulations. Our occasional speaker today is Distinguished Professor Brian Oliver. Brian is a teaching and research academic in the Faculty of Science at UTS. He is the Distinguished Professor of Respiratory Medicine and the Associate Head of School for Research in the School of Life Sciences. External to UTS, he is the co-director of the Respiratory, Environmental, Sleep and Occupational Health Clinical Academic Group of Maradulu Budyari Gumal, the Sydney Partnership for Health, Education, Research and Enterprise. He's a research leader at the Woolcock Institute of Medical Research and a fellow of the European Respiratory Society. Brian's research has discovered how dangerous it can be to breathe in various air pollutants. In particular, His work is on electronic cigarettes and bushfire pollution, illustrating how dangerous these can be. And this has led to both doctors and the general public understanding better the dangers that these pose. His research team is co-located at UTS and at the Woolcock Institute of Medical Research. Brian's commercial work includes collaboration with international pharmaceutical companies and local medtech companies such as Biota, which develops antiviral drugs, and Pharmaxis, responsible for antifibrotic treatments. Brian has been the president of both the New South Wales branch of the Thoracic Society of Australia and New Zealand and LAM Australia, and he is a regular expert commentator in the media. It gives me great pleasure to invite distinguished Professor Brian Oliver to deliver the occasional address.
It's quite daunting being up here. Shouldn't be. I should be used to it, but I'm not. Look, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, on whose ancestral lands we meet today, and in fact where UTS is housed. I'd like to pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. I'd also like to acknowledge all the distinguished guests and visitors and academics from UTS, including Emeritus Professor Bruce Millthorpe and Professor James Wallman, and all my friends and colleagues within the Faculty of Science. Last but not least, I really thank all the graduates for attending today and their friends and family. Thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion. Today is a huge honor for me. 25 years ago when I graduated from my degree, I wouldn't have dreamt that I'd be stood up on stage delivering an address like this. And that honor has turned into fear because I was thinking about my own graduations and the people that delivered these addresses. And in all honesty, I can't remember a word that they said. Don't know who they are. I remember at the time thinking, oh, that's really important, but, totally gone now. And I've got a pretty good memory. So I thought I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to ask the graduates to do a couple of little things for me. And hopefully at the end, it'll all make sense. So I thought I'd start by telling you my journey. I'm from a little mining town in England, and probably the best way to think about me is I'm a boy from the bush. I'm the first person in my family to go to university. In fact, my parents both left school at 14. So when it came to academic guidance, they did their best. But of course, they hadn't experienced it, so they didn't know what to do. Now, when I was 15, the career advisor came to school, because the default position in the UK is at 16, you leave school, and you only stay on at school if you've got dreams and aspirations of going to university. So the career advisor came, and I wish I knew what I said to this career advisor, because their ideal job for me, in their opinion, was I should be an aerial rigger. Now, I can see the blank faces. That's someone that climbs up on your roof and installs a television aerial. I don't know how they work that out, because I'm actually frightened of heights. That's not going to work for me. But, I was quite excited, and I went home and I spoke to my dad, and he was a man of few words, and all he said was, Brian, I don't care what you do, as long as it doesn't involve manual labour. And those few words inspired me. I thought, well, maybe I can stay on at school. Maybe university is a possibility. So I did. And over in the UK, we just do 3 subjects for our A levels. So I did biology, chemistry, and physics. And I know there's a few physics graduates in the audience. Doing physics without maths is a silly idea. I wish my parents could have pointed that one out to me, but I got through it. Now, physics was difficult for me, but it wasn't all bad because my physics teacher actually inspired me to do biology at university. So, there's a silver lining in every cloud. So off I went to university, and literally 25 years ago this year, I graduated from my undergraduate degree. I then did a master's, I then worked for a little bit and did a PhD, and then became an academic. Now, the reason that I'm telling you this story is that I hope that I'm pointing out that throughout my career, there's been lots of people who give me help and advice. And for all the recent graduates today, I want to point out to you that you've now become part of a new family. You probably don't realize it yet. You're part of the wider UTS family. And no matter where you go in the world, there's always going to be someone that's graduated from UTS, someone that's heard of UTS, or someone that's visited UTS. So use that to your advantage. Be proud of what you've achieved. The other thing I want to briefly talk about is my research. And my research, as Professor Wallman illustrated, is about respiratory disease. I'm just going to talk a little bit about bushfires. So we've been looking at the effects of bushfire smoke for, I guess, about 15 years now. But in the last horrific bushfires a couple of years ago, I was phoned up by Channel 7 News and they said, look, would you come into the studio and be interviewed? And my problem is I always say yes to everything, so off I went. And the journalist said to me, well, can you tell us how bad it is today? And this is something I'd been thinking about. And I thought, well, yeah, look, today is like smoking 32 cigarettes. It was sort of a bit offhand, you know, it was a bit rough and ready, but the health effects were somewhat similar. And that offhand comment got me into all sorts of trouble because every day I was pestered by journalists wanting to know how many cigarettes worth of pollution people have been exposed to. It became annoying. You know, I had to have these calculators on my desktop and it's frustrating, but you know, that sort of dissipated after about a week or so. But about 2 weeks after this all happened, a relative came to visit. And the relative, you know, we were sort of greeting each other. They know me particularly well. And I said, oh, isn't it bad outside today? And the relative turned around to me and said, yes, I've heard it's like smoking 2 cigarettes when you go outside today. And that was sort of amusing. You know, I was being quoted back. And then I started thinking about that. It doesn't actually matter whether or not he knew that I said it. What was important was that he understood the message that I delivered. So for all the graduates today, I don't care whether you remember my name or not. But I do care whether you do these few simple tasks for me. So the first is remember that you're part of a larger community. There's people at UTS that you can always turn for help and advice. And if you're wondering what to do in the future, please reach out. The academics are really thrilled when, you know, I'm thrilled when a past student emails me and says, look, I've been doing this, what should I do next? What's my next option? Will you write a reference for me? Don't be frightened to do that. And the other thing is, and this is just a personal reflection of my own, I never really thanked the people that helped me in terms of my friends and family when I was a student. So to all the graduates today, please take the opportunity to thank your friends and your family for supporting you through this journey. The very best of luck for the future, and I wish you every success. Thank you.
Right. And I must apologise to our graduates in the first place. One should never really start with an apology, but I must. I turned over too many pages at once. And I should have congratulated all of our graduates on behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, as well as the university. So please accept my apology and accept the congratulations of the university. I would also like to thank our occasional speaker, distinguished Professor Brian Oliver, for the occasional address on this important day for you as UTS graduates. And he's probably right. I've been at quite a number of ceremonies, not always as the presiding member, but often as a dean, and also some of my own, and I can't remember most of the addresses either. But the messages are important, and you may notice that, in fact, they actually have the gems of how to live one's life, and the fact that once you're a graduate, learning doesn't stop, nor does contributing to society generally. And those are very important messages that we would like you to take home. If it's the only thing you take home from the graduation ceremony, apart from the photographs, and I know you've all got your testamers earlier, these are the messages that you contribute well to society, that you do your very best for society and your fellow graduates, and also, I must actually also say this, please stay in touch as an alumnus or as alumni you are, with the university, and get to know everybody. As Brian said, you will find there are very few degrees of separation in this world, and you'll come across a lot of people who will know instantly that if you're from UTS, that you're a good person. So finally, I would like to acknowledge the family and guests who are here with us today, and those who are at home or watching. On behalf of the graduates, we thank you for your support that you have shown the graduates throughout their studies. So let me say that the very best wishes and the pride of the university go with each and every UTS graduate. Congratulations again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of this ceremony. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. Would the congregation please rise for that academic procession, please?
you.